How about that? Christian Pulisic on the talk show circuit this week as AC Milan prepares stateside for their upcoming season. Pully was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, as you see there. Also on CBS Mornings, where he did an appearance with Zlatan Ibrahimovic, now an advisor to AC Milan. He didn't have any time for ESPN, but his teammate, Rafael Leao, did. He spoke with the crew over at Ahora o Nunca and discussed not just Christian Pulisic, but a potential role change for the American playmaker.
Let's talk about Christian Pulisic for a second. You've been 2 summers in a row here in the U.S. You know how big he is among soccer fans here in the United States of America. And he also had a fantastic season individually, his first season at the team. What can you say about the season and the first contact with Serie A that Christian Pulisic had?
Honestly, I knew the quality of Christian, but like you guys know, he didn't play pretty much in Chelsea. So I wasn't
surprised.
I wasn't. I wasn't surprised because he got so much quality. I knew already when he arrived. I sent him a message and I told him, bro, let's kill them, because was like I need someone like him to bring something different in the beach, because Serie A it's a tough league. The defenders, they are really strong, and he was like about to need someone different with some skills, speed, and I think Christian fits so well in our team, and I think all my teammates, we are happy to have him, because it's also a player. He can change the game like this, so I'm really happy for him, and I expect him to do the same or better in this season.
And he played opposite to you in the right wing most of the time, but we've seen him playing with the national team, different roles as well. Do you feel like with Paulo Costa's system, Christian could also play the number 10 role with you at AC Milan?
Honestly, I'm not a coach, but I prefer Christian number 10, because in the middle you have space to go to the left, to go to the right. He shoots very well, so I think Christian can be dangerous and can be really dangerous in number 10. But I think if it's well in in our team, even 10 or on the right. But like I said, Christian number 10 also give it assist to me.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we can do one touch, 1-2 in the middle of the pitch. So yeah, I think it's it can do whatever.
So, Herc, this idea of Christian Pulisic playing as a number 10 continues to pick up steam there. You just heard it from Rafael Leao. Paulo Fonseca, the new manager at AC Milan, has also in recent days said that Pulisic could play the number 10. What do you think about it? You've not always been the biggest fan.
You want him at the number 10. Look at you smiling through those little... Come on, man. You want him at number 10.
I don't want to take all the credit here. I don't want to take all the credit for seeing a good idea first, but I'm just saying.
Hold on. And then production plants a question with our good friend Mauricio Pedrosa for Rafael Leao to answer. Rafael Leao, who would benefit from Christian Pulisic in the number 10 spot. Why? Because he says so himself, I'm going to get more goals. He gives me the assist. Because Christian Pulisic is a very smart player. But in a career year, when he already switched positions to the right, and I repeat, career year, we want to move him? Is that what we want to do? And I'm okay with it. I actually wouldn't mind moving. Actually, listen, I understand career year at the right, okay? I understand it. But I often thought they looked very dangerous with Chukwueze on the right, Leao on the left, and Pulisic in the center. And it's not to say I didn't mind Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the center at times, and his ability to get into the box in an advanced position from the midfield but he's just not as clean on the ball. He's just not Christian Pulisic. He's not that guy in between the lines, the separation or the ability to create separation for himself and for others. I understand the reason. If Paulo Fonseca wanted to do that, I would understand that. I just say what ain't broke doesn't need fixing.
Yeah. Look, I don't really come at this from an AC Milan perspective. I come at it from an American, a Pulisic fan perspective. I want to see him on the ball more. That's the bottom line. I love him when he's central, even with the national team, his early days with the national team. If you remember some of those qualifiers in the run-up to 2018, obviously the qualification itself was failed, but I remember him in the middle of the park just absolutely running point as a 17-year-old against grown men. So I would love to see it at club level, and I would love for him just, honestly, Herc, if we think about it big picture, like an American, I know Rafael Leao wears the number 10 jersey now at AC Milan, but he may be gone. An American wearing that number 10 shirt would be massive. I mean, you're talking about Rijkaard, you're talking about Seedorf, you're talking about Baggio, some of the biggest names in world football have worn the 10, and it's a position that, frankly, is kind of dying out, you know? So if someone's going to let Christian Pulisic play it at a big club, I'm all for it. It would be somewhat of an evolution for him, but not, I think, Herc, as much of an evolution as what we saw on the television side of things. He's becoming a true face, a true spokesperson. What did you think of his appearances? How would you rate them on the late night and morning show circuit?
I love me some Christian Pulisic. He still needs to feel more comfortable in his own skin in that type of environment, and I think it'll come. It comes with the territory. I love who he is, everything about him, the work ethic, just the persona. On brand, I will take it. I will say this. Whether he wants to be the face of U.S. soccer or not, he is. I do not recall the face of U.S. soccer in the lead up to the 2022 World Cup in the States being on the late night circuit on these talk shows or in the early morning circuit on these talk shows. The U.S. men's national team did not have this attention going into the World Cup in Qatar after missing a World Cup. AC Milan, Man City, these European teams come here, and now he's getting this attention. So it's strange for me. It's really odd. Why can one set of teams or one team or a set of teams do this?
One PR department, one media crew, really, is what you're saying.
Make it happen. Make it happen. And on the lead up to the biggest sporting event this country and the World Cup, you don't make it happen. Or it didn't happen, I should say, because who knows if they tried to make it happen. It just didn't happen. That to me was worth noting there.
So on the women's side, obviously there are bigger names than Christian Pulisic, but they are fading, right? Megan Rapinoe just retired, Alex Morgan not on the Olympic team now, probably fading. Christian Pulisic will soon be the biggest name in American soccer, I think, in terms of active players. You don't think so?
No.
Who's bigger?
Right now, the big three, Trinity Rodman's everywhere.
No, come on. These players are 1 or 2 or 3 years into the national consciousness. Christian Pulisic has been a name in American soccer circles for almost a decade now.
They are everywhere. They are everywhere.
Christian Pulisic's in a Volkswagen commercial. It's on my TV every single time I turn on a soccer game.
I'll take that bet. I will take the over on who will be a bigger brand name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me the
All
field
right.
on
I
that one.
I don't know how we're gonna measure that exactly. That's gonna be a very
there are
interesting
ways to measure that, but listen, what I've seen from the big three, and especially Trinity Rodman in the Olympics.
Hey, you didn't think Christian Pulisic was flashing out personality on Fallon? He was doing the tattoo jokes, the celebration bit. I thought he looked more relaxed than we've ever seen him before in that type of setting. Maybe sitting across from you in an interview was different.
You're trying to goat me right now. I know what you're trying to do. I don't think it comes close. And listen, Christian Pulisic, it's not his arena. He is a very good footballer, but if we're trying to gauge who will have more of an impact in the pop culture world and just in the U.S.-centric world when it comes to the game, I'll take the field of Trinity Rodman, Sophia Smith-Mallory, Swanson over Christian Pulisic. Yeah, I will take that. And we'll have to wait for the long game, but I will take that one.
Fair enough. If there was a disappointment in me for all of this is that we didn't get to see the celebration. Not the tattoo celebration, but what he promised Jimmy Fallon, which was, some type of Three Amigos dance.
They got to play him more.
They didn't. So you go through all this trouble. You get him on CBS Mornings, I think that's what it's called. You get him on The Tonight Show.
I get that,
And then you play him for And
get
then
that,
in
though.
Yankee Stadium,
Yes.
which is what, 2-3 hours from his hometown, you play him 10 minutes?
Yeah, I understand.
Come on.
Listen, he played a lot in the summer. I understand that. And by the way, shame on you for saying it'd be cool to see an American and not talk about Ronaldinho, who was the last real playmaker who played, well, one of the last playmakers who played at AC Milan, who wore the 80. Now you have an American wearing the 80.
We do have an American wearing the 80 in Yunus Musa. Great shout. Great shout. I'm thinking number 10. I'm a very visual learner.